Okay, so I'm going to do one quick video. This is going to be crouching. So first I'm going to select my player selected. I am going to create a new clip. This one's going to be called Crouch Idle. And I'll dock this here. Okay, so first of all, I need to select all my crouch drawings. Set the pixels per unit to 48. Filter mode to point, no filter, and compression to none, and then apply. So the crouch idle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Bring that all the way up to 1 second. So as you can see, it's very subtle, like he's like breathing or like panting. I'm going to create another clip called Crouch Walk. And this one same thing, stretch it out to 1 second. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this back down here. So as you can see in the base layer, it created these two. I want to get rid of those. I'm going to create from new blend tree, and this one's going to be called Crouch. Integrated boolean called is crouching, and right click, make transition, make another transition the other way. With this one selected, I'm going to deselect exit time, and I'll set this to is crouching true. I'm going to select this arrow, and this one's going to be is crouching, but it's going to be false. So we're going to double click the crouch, and I only need to add 2 motion fields. So 1, 2. I'll actually make a third one. So for the first one, I'm going to set to crouch idle. The second one's going to be crouch walk, and this one's going to be crouch walk as well. So I'll leave the option of doing a crouch run, which I probably won't need, but I'll just leave it there anyways. So that's the basic setup. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go into my script and player movement. Under the update, I have one called if the get mouse button 0, which is the left mouse button, is pressed, then is running is true. So I'm just going to copy and paste, except I want to make a little note. This is for crouching. If input get mouse button 1, the second one is up. Else if. Okay, so if the right mouse button is pressed down, else if the right mouse button is up or it's not pressed, then I'm just going to copy and paste. Animator set bool is crouching true. And this one is false. I think that's all I need for the basic setup, but I'm just going to try it out. Actually, this should be the middle mouse button, so 2, because the right mouse button is used for running, so I can't have that. Why is it doing that? Well, no, that was... I'll set it back to 1. Try that once more. So right mouse button is running, sorry. Oh, I think I know what I missed. So crouching is right mouse button, and running is left mouse button. So if I'm pressing right mouse button, and I press the left mouse button as well, then I just move faster. The only thing that I didn't do was back in the crouch. I need to set this, instead of setting it to blend, it should be X velocity. That's why it's not playing the animation. Okay, so there we go. It's playing the walking animation. The reason why I need to set the X velocity is because where is it? Right, X velocity. If it's not running and horizontal input is greater than 0, then it's 0.5. X velocity is 0.5. If it is running and there is a horizontal input, then X velocity is 1, so which is running. So walking, running, and idle. So these controls that play the animation while he's standing is the exact same thing that sets the animation for when he's crouching. So there's no difference there. only thing is that if he happens to be crouching and pressing the run button at the same time, there isn't a separate animation for that. I could find a way to shut it off when he's crouching so that he can't run. I could do it somewhere here. Maybe if I tried I can make it so that this running, oh sorry, not this one. Running is only set to true if the right mouse button is up, which means if he's not crouching. Let's see if that works. So if I move around, that isn't working. Maybe if I try yeah, I'm not too sure. I need to think about that one. You know what, I'm just going to cut it off there. I think I want to keep it short and sweet. So obviously I need to fix it so that he can't move fast while he's crouching. And I also have to make it so that if he's just inside a conduit or something, and then the player releases the right mouse button, that he can't stand up. But here he's standing up. Here it's okay because he's in front of the wall. But if he's under something, he shouldn't be able to get up. So that's something I can work on. But I think, you know, the basic functionality is okay. It's good enough. So I'll just leave it there. Okay, I'm going to cut it off here. Hope that was helpful, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks.